infamous D.B. Cooper hijacked Northwest Airlines Flight 305 flying from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. On November 24, 1971, he told flight attendants he had explosives on him before demanding $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. When the hijacked plane arrived at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport to let off the passengers, airport officials complied with Cooper's demands. Cooper then instructed the crew to fly him toward Mexico, somewhere above the Pacific Northwest, and in complete disregard of the 5 government planes now trailing him, Cooper jumped out of the plane into a severe storm, taking with him the money and 2 of the parachutes. Despite an extensive search following the daring robbery, no concrete trace of the man calling himself D.B. Cooper was ever found. The theft of the concert. In a world of cutting-edge security, technology, and consistent surveillance, the days where thieves can get away with stealing priceless works of art should be far behind us. Nothing less, some pieces have been stolen right out from under the watchful eye of museums and gallery security teams. The most expensive and arguably most famous of these is known as the Concert, a masterpiece by the renowned Dutch master Johannes Vermeer, stolen in 1990 during the infamous Boston art heist. The painting is regarded today as the most valuable missing painting of the modern era. Despite the overwhelming value of the piece, an estimated $250 million, all efforts at recovery have been met with failure. Even now, more than 3 decades later, no trace of the concert has ever been found. Stolen Nativity. In 1609, Italian artist Caravaggio created the Nativity with St. Francis and St. Lawrence, an oil painting on canvas, in Palermo, Sicily. It was over 100 inches tall and 70 inches wide, and was coveted by thieves. On October 18, 1969, while the painting hung in the Oratorio di San Lorenzo in Sicily, robbers broke in and stole the precious artwork. The Nativity theft is on the FBI's list of top art crimes. The work is valued to be more than $20 million. Authorities believe the Sicilian mafia is responsible for the theft and knows the location of the piece. In 2016, a replica of the painting was installed from which it was stolen. However, the location of the missing artwork will remain a mystery. The Stolen Airliner. On May 25, 2003, an airliner located at Angola Airport was stolen without interruption. The plane, a Boeing 727, was parked at the airport around 5 p.m. when 2 individuals boarded the plane. The men maneuvered the plane onto a runway and took off without communicating with the control tower crew. They flew the plane in the direction of the Atlantic Ocean, and neither the men nor the plane were seen again. The men were not trained in flying the Boeing 727, which usually requires a minimum of 3 crew members to operate. Family members of the men have speculated in the press that they think they were being held against their will by others who orchestrated the theft. Some speculate the plane crashed into the ocean, because if the plane had landed in a conventional airport, it would have been identified. Authorities have still not determined the true motive or circumstances regarding the plane theft or what led to the strange disappearance. The Bomb Collar Bandit. The 2003 bomb collar robbery shocked citizens across America. The bank robber was carried out by a pizza delivery man named Brian Wells, who witnesses say was equipped with a large, bulky collar around his neck. Visibly distressed, Wells and tellers from a PNC bank in Erie, Pennsylvania, filled a large sack with cash before fleeing the area. 15 minutes later, he was captured by state troopers. He quickly began explaining that the bomb around his neck was active and had been placed there by a group of men while he was out on a delivery. Despite his pleas, the collar remained in place until 30 minutes later when it began to beep loudly. The bomb detonated, killing Wells almost instantly. Authorities struggled for years to make sense of the case. In 2007, they announced that the crime had been solved and that Wells had been in on it all along, working with 2 accomplices to stage the elaborate heist gone wrong.